research, doing some reading, and I heard that, you know I can help. And I knew what she was talking about, but I wanted to give her a hard time. I was like, what are you talking about, Mom? She's like, Silas, you know, the green stuff. It's like, Mom, are you talking about weed? She goes, shh, not over the phone. Text me. I was like, Mom, you do realize that's still over the phone, right? She's never gonna learn what technology is. She likes to give me helpful tips related to technology, though. Her latest one is, she's like, I've been doing some reading, and they say that if you put your phone in your front pocket, it can cause testicle cancer. So you shouldn't do that anymore. So now every time I put my phone in my front pocket, my brain tells my balls to start tingling. God damn it, yep, I'm growing some testicle cancer around here. It was not a helpful tip. She thought it was. I did not.
A lot of people watch porn for different reasons. Some people want to see like more of a fantasy side of porn, things that they don't see in their real life, which I think is cool because other people watch porn to learn, which I don't advise. I think if that's taught us anything, it's that people are poor visual learners. I watch porn for more of a fantasy thing. That's why I watch lesbian porn, you know, because I want to see a woman get pleasure. You know, it's my fantasy. There's a lot of talk about porn ruining real sex and relationships, whether it's like taking away the desire from your partner or the unrealistic expectations, which I understand in that conversation, but to me, real sex is always going to be better than porn, because it's more memorable. It has things that porn doesn't have, you know, like smells. And that's about it, just the smells. It's a real trigger for the memory, that's all I'm saying. So until porn comes with some smells, which honestly I thought the technology would get us there by now. I mean, it's going to be real sex all day. I mean, not all day. My libido's not that high. I got to be honest with you. No, we're not moving. With my vulnerability again, you guys don't like that one? You got relationships out there, you know, fuck that. I feel like you guys like the porn talk, so I'll leave you with my 2 cents on porn. My last 2 cents. I do understand though that the conversations about the unrealistic sexual expectations that come from porn, placed on all of us, but I think us specifically as men, right, sir? Yeah, thanks, appreciate it. I'm being vulnerable with you. I need a little bit of attention, all right? Thank you, I appreciate it. You know, what's your name, sir? George. George? You know George, like the obvious unrealistic expectations, like length, you know? Yeah, the length. The length of those videos, I'm saying. The length of those videos. I'm just saying 27 minutes is a lot to expect from you, all right? You can choose one, 2 or 7. I'm telling you now, George, one of them's going to be a stretch. You guys have been so fun. I've been 100 miles. Keep going.
Jacking off and smoking weed are easier to do now than they've ever been. Right? Porn back then was difficult, man. We had to sneak into Mike Brogan's dad's garage, look for a stash of Playboys, find a centerfold that we liked, stare at it, memorize it, sprint home and hope a bathroom was available. I lived in a house full of 10 people. That wasn't very often. Do you know the sad feeling of Miss January fading in your head because your dad's taking a dump? And then when he gets out, not very romantic in there. Now Not the smells of sex Hunter was talking about. Pretty goddamn sure. And nowadays, we get to go buy marijuana and we get a little barista-like woman who comes up with a little polo shirt with a weed leaf on it, who's like our spirit animal, who leads us around the weed store showing us all the different products. This one over here is a nice indica. It'll make you sleepy and giggly at the same time. Could you imagine going to your drug dealer in 1975 and asking if he had a weed that would make you sleepy and giggly? He'd look at you like this with those red eyes and go, oh no. I got some Luego County mindfuck. If you like homegrown. By the way, if any place should have a spirit animal leading us around, it's a liquor store, am I right? Go to the liquor store and go, hey, I like this tequila, what's that for you? Oh, that's a Jose Cuervo. If you drink a bottle of that, you want to fuck and fight the same night. Probably with the same person. What about that bottle next to it? Oh, that's El Toro. Yeah, you drink that, you're going to wake up with a 60-year-old meth whore.
I am a dad. I've got 3 adult children, 27, 25, and 21. They were the only kids in their classes at school with those names. A couple weeks ago, my son called me up. He says, Dad, I don't know if this is true or an old wives' tale, but I've read that pineapple juice will make your semen taste sweeter. I said, well, I know for a fact it's not an old wives' tale, because old wives don't remember what semen tastes like. And to tell you the truth, I've never noticed a difference in the taste myself. And I still remember bringing that kid home from the hospital, you know? Bringing him home to our little country house, just me, my wife, my son, my wife's dim-witted cat, Eddie. And I was scared to death. I mean, I've never been around babies much at all. I never babysat. I only ever changed one diaper before in my life, and that was for a 47-year-old Bolivian truck driver in the parking lot of a dentist. I don't think that's really the same thing. So that first Saturday morning of parenthood, I'm scared to death, and I'm thinking, okay, I need to prove to my wife that I'm going to be the perfect partner for raising our family together. So I wake up extra early. And I go into the kitchen and I'm making breakfast, I'm washing dishes, I'm cleaning the house, and then I hear, I run into the bedroom and I tell my wife, just stay in bed, dear, I got this. And I pick up my son, I take him out to the living room, sit him down on the couch, and I open the diaper and my eyes start to water and burn because the smoke from the burning breakfast is filling the house. So I hurry up and I change that diaper, and then the cat, dim-witted Eddie, jumps up on the couch in front of me, my son. And she's looking at him like, how do we shut this thing off? Because he's screaming bloody murder at this point. Just, ah! Ah! And I'm like, okay, I don't know, how do we shut this thing up? So Eddie swings, hits him across the head. I grab the cat, throw the cat, my son stops crying, the cat hits the wall, and my wife comes screaming out of the bedroom like a bat out of hell. What did you do? Because this is what she'd heard. She heard, ah, ah, thud. And I had to quickly assess the situation. The cat is playing dead on the floor, my son is screaming, crying bloody murder, the house is filling with smoke, and my wife is staring me in the face, demanding to know what I did. And I said the first words that came into my mind, fuck, I don't know.
Look, I'm a serious foodie. I can cook anything. I will eat anything that doesn't try to eat me first. And I have determined that there is nothing in the world better than gravy. Gravy is the master of all foods. Gravy is liquid gold. Yes, it is. Look, gravy's not food. I just said, well, you know, you just never had it made right, po baby. Because gravy makes everything better. If you burn dinner, if it's dry, put gravy on it. You know, if it's overcooked, if it's undercooked, if it's too spicy, it's not spicy enough. It's tough, not tender. If it's dry, not too, put gravy on it. Gravy makes everything better. I mean, there are all kinds of gravy. Mushroom gravy, sausage gravy, onion gravy. Hell, they even have a chocolate gravy. You know that? Gravy can cure cancer. Gravy can raise your credit score. Gravy can mend a broken heart. Gravy can balance your checkbook. Gravy can heal the blind, the crippled, and the crazy. Hallelujah, we saved. We got gravy. Did you know that sex is better than gravy? Okay. Have you ever slid down thighs coated with bacon gravy? Skated up and down the back slick with cheese sauce gravy? You ever skied across breasts that have been dipped in chili gravy? You ever went tongue surfing for a navel in the sea of jalapeno gravy? Or played find the nipple in a sea of hot sauce gravy? And listen, you have not lived until you have dived face first into a cleavage overflowing with getting gravy. Look at here. If I could find somebody to put my two favorite things, gravy and cake together, and bake me a gravy cake, I'd be in love. I'd get married tomorrow. So, forget the whipped cream. Dump the candle wax, pitch the hot oil, lose the handcuffs, put down the blindfold. If you want to have some real fun, if you want to be adventurous, if you want to be more than just a booty call, if you want to get kinky, go with the gravy. You can lick, suck, and slurp your way to ecstasy. Because everybody knows. Well, come on, say it with me, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Well, gravy makes everything better. All right, folks, I'm Frank with this. Thank you.
You guys ever think you were dropped as a child? I do. Oh, maybe, I don't know. I think to be dropped, you have to be held first. And I certainly was held. You guys like cover songs? Yeah, too bad, that's just what it makes going. I've got 2 vertebrae paralyzed. Pack my wheelchair, we'll leave tonight. Any money, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, thanks. Yeah, he wasn't that great. Former cop that did a lot of cocaine. Do you guys know there's a Disability Pride Month? I didn't either. Right? I had no idea. Apparently I just been out here winging it for 33 years. Disability pride. Pride seems like a really strong word. Like I think we should start over. I think disability acknowledgement might be a little better. Like, I don't know. Who are the disabled heroes? Who are they? Helen Keller and Oscar Pistorius? Helen Keller could not see, could not hear, could not speak. Sorry, but that seems more like a pet rock. She had no words of wisdom to pass on to future generations of disabled people. None. Oscar Pistorius killed his girlfriend with one of his fake legs. Right, you guys. This is who I have to look up to. Other than everyone. That leaves us with Stephen Hawking, the robot man who loved space, told us we'd all die in a black hole one day, positive stuff, and cheated on his wife twice. Right. That's an accomplishment for a guy that can't move. You would think, though, that after the first cheating, his wife would have just wheeled him into a closet and shut the door. There's a fool me once, shame on you type of scenarios.
Hey, everybody, give it up for your host and all the comics you've seen so far tonight. I see a lot of people out here, no masks on. That's nice. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of hoping that the cure for monkeypox is already having herpes. If it is, you guys can call me Moderna. Because I can hand them out to everybody for free. Just line up. I don't want to get all political, but I feel like Republicans would like green energy a lot more if we called it white power. Clean, renewable, pure. You guys get it. A little bit about me, guys. 1994, I was in 5th grade. My mom came out of the closet after having 2 kids, which makes me think maybe she wasn't so gay and maybe more just like a retired straight. Like one day she's just like, I've had it, you know? My dad was like, hey, how about a blowjob? And she's like, yeah, great. You know, he gets all ready, she's all ready. Like, I quit, you know, 2 weeks. I'm done. Just fucking dipped out, if you know what I mean. Switched teams. Being in 5th grade with a lesbian mom kind of made me a target in school. Not like school shooter target like today, but I got made fun of a lot. People said, your mom's gay, that means you're gay. A lot of boys would say, hey man, can I come over to your house and watch your moms do it? I was like, that's so, get the fuck out of here, man, of course not. Like, that's just for me. You guys, I think that coming out of the closet in the 90s was probably a lot harder than it is today. I'm not saying it's not hard today, but just a little harder back then. They didn't have all the same rights. They couldn't get married. You might lose your job if people found out you were gay. They didn't even have gay people on TV in the 90s. There was one daytime TV host that was gay, and that was a fellow by the name of Rosie O'Donnell, if you guys know that. Back in the 90s, people didn't like gay people so much. Guys were only allowed to get one ear pierced.
And if you got the wrong one, a bunch of rednecks would show up and beat the shit out of you for fun. Because that's just what people did in the 90s. There was even games for little kids to get ready to beat up gay people when they got older. I don't know if you guys remember this little leisurely activity called Smear the Queer. It's where you take a ball and you throw it at a kid, and the kid would pick it up, and all the other kids would be like, "You're gay!" and then they'd kick the shit out of it. Until he was unconscious, and then they'd have sex with him. That's how we played. Growing up with a lesbian mom wasn't all bad, though, you guys. You know, I got to learn at an early age about like inclusivity and what love really is, and what flannels go best with Doc Martens, and what kind of Subaru I should be driving. A lot of women in and out of my house growing up, all different kinds of lesbians. There's lipstick lesbians, bohemian lesbians, militant lesbians, college softball players, high school gym teachers. You know, a lot of the kind of women that call each other dude. A lot of dude. One big important lesson I was taught, though, was to keep the toilet seat down. You know, because we had a lot of women over. And I said a high school gym teacher, that's because one day my high school gym teacher came over. We made eye contact and things were pretty weird. She wasn't expecting me to be there. But I didn't say anything because your boy ain't no narc. A couple months later, everybody's running around the track. I wasn't really feeling up for it. Mrs. Smith says, "Hey Seth, let's pick it up." And I said, "Hey, Miss Smith, let's lick it up." I did not have to run. Got an A in that class. Star athlete. I carried a lot of that into older age, you know. I'm still putting the toilet seat down. I respect all women, even the ugly ones.
Thank you.
Ladies. One last kind of weird thing about having a lesbian mom is she hated the word gay. You know, it was very offensive to her. Nothing in my house could be gay. And it got kind of silly, like even Marvin Gaye. We weren't allowed to call him Marvin Gaye. In my house, we had to call him Marvin Retarded. You know, we were inclusive, but like not that inclusive. We still had stairs. Hey guys, I try to be progressive, try to be inclusive. I've boycotted a couple products because I don't believe where they stand. Ben Gay. I won't use that until they come out with Still Gay. The other day I was at Meijer's, walking through the frozen food section. I was going to get a Jack's pizza, but right on the label it said no trans fats. I was like, that's sad. Pizza's for everybody. You guys have been to an orchestra? I've been to a Siberian orchestra. And I've been to a trans-Siberian orchestra. I think they're all about the same. Except in the trans-Siberian orchestra, they just don't like the instruments they were given. I didn't want to know though. You guys have been a whole lot of fun. My name is Seth Lee, and I can fit my cat's whole tail in my mouth.
Tonight, I'm go. I'm good. It's first. I can say gay because there's no way. Just trying to peek around the corner. It is Seth and Lee. Third place was 4 votes behind him, so it was super close. Thank you all for